Hey everybody, and welcome to the first edition of Dave's 3D channel. The 3D stands for Dave's Destinations and Departures. A lot of people don't think about that. They fly to a cruise port and they don't even explore the city that they are leaving from. And most of the time you fly in the day before, sometimes 2 days before. I'm going to try to break down some of those ports and give you fun things you could do, check out, explore on the day that you're there before you go on your cruise, or the day or two you may be there after. So, that being said, that's part of it. The destinations, I'm going to go through cruise ports, I'm going to tell you about some excursions and things. But this edition, of this podcast, vlog, whatever you want to call it, I want to go in a little bit into the history of cruising and then some just general cruise info that most people might not know. Now, cruise lines started, the popular ones, back in the 60s with Norwegian Cruise Lines. They were one of the first, and the other one was Princess Cruise Lines. Then came Carnival and Royal Caribbean. They came back in the 70s. So, 60s and 70s compared to now, no real comparison. Now, here's some of the crazy stuff you used to be able to do back in those times. Well, mainly do 70s, 80s till now. But you used to do driving ranges off the back of the boat. You used to be able to drive golf balls into the ocean and nobody cared. Nobody cared about the ecological damage being done or anything else. What's even crazier than that is people used to skeet shoot off the back of the boats. I mean, who would think nowadays about bringing a gun on a boat and shooting it? It's, times have changed. That's all I can say. I mean, all the cruise lines did it. You also had, instead of the running tracks like everybody has now, fitness minded and that, you used to have rollerblading tracks where the running tracks used to be. Here's another one for you that'll throw you off. Smoking was allowed everywhere, including your rooms, the casino, out on deck, everywhere. And if you look over to the left there of the picture there, they used to put AstroTurf down so it felt like grass when you were looking out over the pool. That's just crazy. And nowadays, it's even more, I dare to say ridiculous, but I mean, you've got go-kart tracks on cruise ships now. You have cranes that'll take you out over the side of the boat so you can see out over the side and see any of the ocean life that may be around. You have surf simulators. You have roller coasters. You've got climbing walls, ropes courses, skydiving simulators on a cruise ship. It's mind-boggling. You've got your obligatory water slides and your little adventure parks for the kids. You have game shows like Family Feud here, Deal or No Deal. Now, that's the end of these little things here, so I'm going to go back to, just little old me. The other things, some of them have ice skating rinks. They'll have aqua shows. They'll have Cirque du Soleil type, dance shows and that. And there's tons of ships. I mean, just some of the statistics, there are over 78 different cruise lines in the world. 51 of them are ocean cruise lines and 27 of them are river cruise lines. And you would think, that's a lot of cruise ships. Who uses them? Well, in 2024, over 37 million people got on a cruise ship. 17 million, over 17 million of them were just in the U.S. alone. Now, I mean, you think about that. How do you get that many people on that limited amount of ships? Most ships, or cruise lines, I should say, do almost 1,500 sailings a year. The largest cruise ship in the world right now, Icon of the Seas, holds 7,500 people. And that's at max capacity. A lot of people, I'm going to bring this down here a little bit before I end this. A lot of people talk about, oh, well, what about falling overboard or people that go missing or anything like that? Well, over the last 2 decades, that's 20 years, only 200 people have been gone, fallen off the ship or gone missing completely. That is 10 per year at 37 million people a year. That'd be like somebody just disappearing in a town bigger than the city of New York. And if you think about that, over 20 years, 200 people. Do you realize that is over 620 million people? That is the population of the U.S. times 2 and only 200 people. It's an incredible statistic. And I hate to say it, but most of the people who go missing or vanish decide to do it on their own. And it's just the way they want to go. It's kind of a somber note, and I really hate to end like that, so I'm going to keep talking about, different things. You can cruise off the eastern U.S., the Gulf Coast, or the West Coast. You can go anywhere from Cabo to Alaska, anywhere from Nova Scotia and Halifax and Greenland, all the way down to the Southern Caribbean, St. Thomas, St. Croix, all of those. You can cruise South America, you can cruise Africa, you can cruise the Mediterranean, Europe, Asia. There are cruise lines and cruise ships going to every different corner of the world. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Australia. Oh my God, I could not bring that to the top of my head for some reason. So, there are all different types of things to do. There are excursions and multiple ports. You can have a short cruise that is as little as 3 days or up to a complete year. You can do most of the regular ones will be anywhere from 3 to 5 days or 7 to 10 days. There are some 14s, some 30s. You can do transatlantics. You can get on a ship in Miami and end in England if you wanted to, and then just fly back from England. You could spend multiple days in England before you fly back. There's all sort of things like that you could do. That being said, I'm Dave. This is Dave's 3D channel, and yes, I am a travel agent. I am an affiliate with Canopy of Stars Travel. I will put the link in the bottom of this page right here, and yes, I've fumbled around a little bit, but this is my first one in a very long time of doing anything like this. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you with the next little tidbit in that soon.